Abilene is so pretty and I'd never heard of it, and it is a Hebrew baby name which are really trendy, but it means land of meadows. So I just think that is the most beautiful baby name meaning as well. It is a very similar to Adeline and all those other names that are really popular at the moment, but it's so special because it's slightly different. What do you think of the name Abilene? I'm actually amazed checking it that this name does not rank in the UK at all. It is an unranked baby name. No babies were called this in 2016 up to 2016, which is the last records that we have. So you could be in for a really rare, beautiful name if you choose this. At 14 for boys is the name Farley. How cute is the name Farley? A lot of nature names end in Lee, and Farley is quite an unusual one, isn't it? And it means woodland clearing. So names like Woody being really popular now and stuff like that, Farley could just be a slightly unusual one. There were 10 baby boys named Farley back in 2016. So it's not totally unranked, but it's very rare. Have you met a Farley, or what do you think of it? I couldn't have a nature themed baby name list without the name Gaea on it. Gaea is the original Mother Nature, Mother Earth, so Gaea actually means earth. So this is from old mythology. She actually created the heavens, she created the oceans, and it actually means earth. So you couldn't get more nature inspired really than the name Gaea. I think it is really trendy, it's so unusual, but with names like Aria and things like that, I think we're getting used to slightly different types of names. It sounds very Game of Thronesy, doesn't it? But it is a beautiful one. For boys, how about the name Beaumont? Beaumont is really trendy. I love Beau as a name anyway, and Beaumont means beautiful mountain, or from the beautiful mountains. Isn't that really nice, especially if you have an association that makes that really special for you? I absolutely love it, and it sounds like a bit like a surname as first name. Cool, very edgy, a bit New Yorky. I don't know if I just think that's New Yorky, but I think it sounds really cool. It's number 3,478 in here in the UK, so it's not very well used, but I absolutely love it. He could also be Monty, or he could be Beau, so it's a really trendy one. Or for girls, you could go for the name Briar. Briar is a really beautiful name. I've mentioned Briar Rose before, I think, because I just think it is the stunning one. Briar Rose is obviously the name of Sleeping Beauty, and Briar is the thicket or the thorns that surround her as she sleeps. But I think Briar by itself just is so unusual and unique, makes it really special, but it's different from the others. It's not hard to spell or to pronounce, but you'd always have that really unique name. Briar also means heather in French, so it's got a lot of lovely nature meanings to it, but it's a bit more edgy than going with a floral name. For boys, there's a lovely name, Eben, which means stone. Eben is really trendy. It sounds a bit like Evan. Some people may pronounce it Eben, but I think the correct pronunciation is Eben because it's shortened form of Ebenezer. And Ebenezer actually means Eben, which is stone, and then Ezer, which is helper, I think. So Eben by itself though is actually quite popular in the UK. I think mainly it is used in Wales. So if you are Welsh, let me know in the comments below if I'm correct that Eben is a more well-known name in Wales, because it's actually ranked at number 870 in terms of usage. Yeah, I've never met an Eben, but I really like it. It just sounds very boyish but very special, and the name meaning stone means it's a nature name that really kind of packs a punch and sounds very masculine, because I know some dads worry about us mums picking kind of like, you know, flowery floaty nature types of names, but Eben really stands its ground. Oh, the next one is a really fluffy one though. I just looked at my list. For girls, I absolutely love the name Petal. How gorgeous is that? And we're going more into kind of trying to get more unique with our names. So I did do a unique flower names list, which I'll link below, but we're moving towards more botanical names. My daughter's name is Blossom, and Petal would definitely have been on my list as well if I could have got that past my husband. He was sort of on the fence with Blossom, but I just managed to get it. But Petal, I think, just sounds so gorgeous, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound really feminine and lovely? There are a few girls called Petal. It's at number 2,966. So if you do think you could get away with it, I think it is absolutely stunning. For boys, another quite cool Stone Age one is the name Flint. So I have a son called Finn, and that's a very popular name now, but Flint is going to be much more unusual, and it's of course the stone that's been used as a tool since the Stone Ages. Flint was also the name of the character in that movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. So it's kind of got that kind of movie, cool Pixar stuff as well. So it won't be totally unheard of for children who've probably watched that movie. I just think it sounds really, really lovely. For girls, how about the name Berry? As I said earlier, we're trying to move away from sort of really traditional names, and this hits a few trends, one being kind of food trend names, colour trends, botanical trends. It hits so many trends. I can see this becoming more and more popular. I don't think it means that she's going to be sickly sweet. I think you could be a very trendy Coachella cool girl with the name Berry. It's at number 2,546. There were 10 baby girls called Berry the last time they did the stats, which was back in 2016, and I reckon this is probably one that's going up because we are getting more adventurous with our names. But I do think it is an absolutely lovely one, and I think in modern day you can totally get away with this name. Or for boys, how about the name Reed? Reed is a great name. Obviously it's the wetland plants, and I love reeds. I think they look absolutely beautiful, and you can have some gorgeous photography with your little baby reed by some beautiful water. It sounds a bit literary as well, but it's just a very strong name that has that gorgeous nature association. It's at number 1,570 in the UK, so it's not totally unranked, but it is very unusual. You'll probably be the only reed in the playground. For girls, a beautiful wintry one is the name Ember. So Ember means to glow or ashes. So, you know, of course, on a fire, when you get the hot embers at the end of a fire. So it's a beautiful warming one. And with the name Amber being so popular, it's probably going to get mixed up with that a few times, but she could be M, and Ember just is a gorgeous nature name to consider. I love the fact that it brings to my mind, you know, like somebody that really glows and is a very warm person. So you'd be really putting all those associations with the sound onto the person, which is really, really nice. Forest is a very popular nature name. We've all heard of it because of the movie Forrest Gump, but I absolutely love it. I'm never happier than when I'm out in the forest. We live near woods, we're half Swedish family, so we're often in the Swedish woods, and it's just a stunning name. It sounds so beautiful as well. It's at number 928, spelt with a double R, or spelt with one R. It's a bit more unusual, and there are a few girls called Forest. I've mentioned this on a baby name video I did very recently, that I absolutely love Forest for a girl at the moment. I just think it is beautiful. When we're picking names like winter or seasons for girls, how about going something more unusual like Forest, even as a middle name? Really want someone to use this one. All for girls, a beautiful one, absolutely stunning, is the name Lon. Lon, isn't that so pretty? It's got those L sounds we absolutely love, but that W sound. So if you love names like Willow, nature names like that, but you maybe already know a Willow, then Lon is a beautiful way of having the same kind of sounds. And it's a tree name, it means elm, and it's a Cornish name. So if you have links to Cornwall here in the UK, or you just love going there, like we go every single summer to Cornwall, it's just a lovely way of bringing that into the name as well. I love that she could be Ellie, so she doesn't have to be always Eloin, but she could be Winnie, which I think is beautiful. She could be Low. So it's got gorgeous, gorgeous nicknames, but Eloin by itself, I just love the sound of it. I think it's a showstopper of a name. And my last one is a gorgeous boy name, nature name, Hollis. I love the name Hollis. It means holly tree. So it could be a winter baby, but I don't think it has to be. It's a bit like Beau, it's got that surname as first name, edgy, cool. You can imagine a Hollis working at the ad agency, being a bit creative and artsy, can't you? But I just think it sounds beautiful. The S ending is really on trend. But I love the fact that it's got this nature meaning the holly tree. We see so many holly trees around, don't we? So it'd be another lovely photo opportunity for your little baby, and I think it's a stunning name. So those are 15 beautiful nature baby names for boys and girls. Let me know which ones you love and which ones I've missed out in the comments below. There are so many of us now looking for ideas here. Do ask any questions, and all do answer each other's comments as well, because you guys are so good at coming up with baby names. I do run Instagram account Baby Name Envy, which has been so neglected the last few weeks. I feel so terrible about it. I've just been so busy with my 3 little ones. Something had to go a bit on the back burner, and it has been Baby Name Envy, but I will be back on it. So do head over and follow Baby Name Envy for daily baby name ideas in themes. And thanks for sticking around and watching till the end. You know I love you guys. Thanks so much for being here and supporting Baby Name Mondays. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to share with a friend you think might love it. And I'll see you next Monday. Bye bye.